for me to hear that Sundance is premiering the film at the Eccles on Monday at 3:30, and that's like 1,300 people, I mean, my mother told me yesterday, she's like, I'm gonna be crying through the whole movie. And I'm like, I probably will be too. I'm filmmaker Sheldon Candis, and my film LUV is premiering at the 2012 Sundance Film Festival in the U.S. Dramatic Competition. LUV is a dysfunctional love story between an 11-year-old orphan boy and his recently returned home from prison uncle, who this kid loves and reveres and looks up to, but in the course of one day, the boy unfortunately finds out that his uncle, his hero, is a really bad person. LUV is a fictional tale inspired by a true relationship that I had when I was a young kid growing up in Baltimore with one of my uncles, who at the time just happened to be one of the city's most infamous and feared drug dealers. He basically would pick me up and take me driving through the city at night. I would be with him in certain places I could go into, certain places I couldn't. Many nights I'd just fall asleep in the car. As I was a child, you know, I loved movies and I'd watch tons of films. And as I got older, I realized that I was like, wow, I think a part of my life could have been a really interesting movie, you know, and I always wondered how interesting it would be if a boy had his rite of passage, his coming of age through a crumbling relationship with someone he looked up to, and what happens when a child is exposed to violence for the first time. My writing partner and I, Justin Wilson, we're really proud and excited to explore this hybrid genre that we've created called the driller, which is it's a dramatic film with undertones of a thriller. It's patent pending, by the way, so you owe me money if you repeat it. I feel like in all my years I've learned that a good director knows exactly what he wants but is open to new ideas. And I find it very interesting, like in the landscape of indie filmmaking, I always use this equation that, you know, you're dealing with 12 inches of information, but you only have 4 minutes of time to actually execute it. And it's really maddening, and I feel like you have to, certain days you win big, and other days, you know, you're like, what happened? But all in all, I think you have to keep pushing to tell a story, and some beautiful things come out of that, because something that you completely overthought ends up being really beautiful in one shot. You're like, oh wow, that's amazing.